The benefits of organ donation and why you should become an organ donor. Hello friends and classmates. Today I'll be talking to you about why you should become an organ donor. My personal relationship to this topic is that my dad is a heart transplant recipient. On June 3rd, 2016, he received his heart transplant after 8 months of waiting, and he was very sick in those 8 months. It all started, he was at the peak of his health, and then after he competed in a race, he collapsed and he couldn't breathe, and he was rushed to the ER, and they told him he had pneumonia, but they didn't test more, and they didn't know that his father had the same condition, which was dilated cardiomyopathy. So it wasn't for another month after the fact they diagnosed him with pneumonia that they'd been treating him for it, where they actually found out that he did in fact have dilated cardiomyopathy and would need a heart transplant. So dilated cardiomyopathy, it's basically your heart is bigger than it should be. My dad's heart, for example, was 2 times as big as it should be. So his heart had trouble supporting all the blood flow because all the chambers in the heart were too big and the valves couldn't function properly. And this is an info sheet about all the most facts about organ donation. So as you can see that there's over 113,000 people that are waiting to get a life-saving organ transplant. That's any number of organs. On the right side, you'll see there's the heart, the pancreas, there's 2 lungs, you have the intestines, your liver, and 2 kidneys. And apart from those, you can also donate tissue, skin, bone, and your corneas. And if you look back to the left side, you'll see that an average of 20 people die every day waiting for a transplant. And every 10 minutes, someone's added to the national waiting list. And if you have some doubts about it, like, what if my religion doesn't support it? What if the doctors won't save me to get my organs? Let me tell you, none of that is true. Those are myths. All major religions support the option of organ donation, and it does not interfere with funerals or memorials. So basically the organ harvesting, it sounds morbid, but that's what it's called. It's not a gruesome process. They take out the organs after you've passed so they can be sent to someone who needs it to live. And so why I think everyone should register to be an organ donor? It's because we don't have enough organ donors. The 113,000 people waiting, they could have been saved if more people were registered to be organ donors. Like I myself, I'm registered on my driver's license. On the bottom right, it says organ donor on it. So as you can see on this info card, it says, although organ donation and transplantation can take place successfully between individuals from different racial or ethnic groups, transplant success is often better when organs are matched between people of the same racial or ethnic background. I guess that has something to do with genetics. So people of African American or Black can donate to African American or Black. That's not always the case though. I knew a man, his name was John Connor. His he received no, his daughter passed away, and a young black man received her heart, and they met each other, and it was an enlightening story. It was a very sweet story. And as you can see, that these communities They make up nearly 58% of individuals on the organ transplant waiting list, and they are in great need of more organ and tissue donors. So some of my talking points are how there really is no downside to becoming an organ donor. Once you're gone, you really have no need for your organs, so why not give them to someone who does? And anyone can become an organ donor. So even if you're thinking, but I'm too old, but I'm too fat, I'm not in the right condition for it, let me tell you, it doesn't matter, because and basically any part of your body could be donated. Like your skin, you don't need to have great physique for that. Your bones, everyone can donate that. However, there are some cases in which you wouldn't be able to. Say you have underlying medical conditions, or you have sexually transmitted diseases, or you're on medication. Like my dad, for example, he wouldn't have been able to donate his organs because he had already been taking medication for previous conditions. And so anyone can become an organ donor. And so here you have a chart of all that can be donated. So I can see the heart, it gives years of active living. My dad, his heart, he got it in 2016, I said. It's now been 5 years he's had his heart. The lungs, one of my friends, yeah, she's my friend, Terry. She is a double lung transplant recipient, and she's crazy. She always does amazing things. She was pretty bad condition before she got her transplant, and recently she just got another transplant. So she's had, I think, 4 lungs, because that happens after some time. If you get a transplant, after enough time, your body could reject them and you'll need new ones. Your kidneys, they save patients from dialysis. Your liver restores life. Your intestines aid in digestion. The pancreas eliminates insulin dependency for diabetics. Your corneas, those are your eyes, they help people see again. The tendons rebuild joints. Your heart valves can repair cardiac defects. Your veins reestablish circulation. Your skin can help burn patients. So say someone been burned in a fire and they're deformed from it. Your skin and skin grafts could help them recover. And bones prevent the need for amputation. So, all in all, there's really no reason you shouldn't become an organ donor. You can think of it as a final act of kindness, a final act of heroism. You could save up to 75 people with your body after you're gone. And I just think that's something worth doing. You know, when you're gone, you don't really need your organs. So why not give them to someone that does? I'd like you all to consider it. Anyway, thank you for your time. Have a nice day.